Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jai Advaita Chandra Jai Gaura Bhakta
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Jaya Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
श्री चैतन्य भागवत की जय, श्रील वृंदावन दास ठाकुर की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome to this week's Chaitanya Bhagavat reading. So, I don't know if you're able to hear in the background, but today is the first shower of Kal Vaishakhi. I heard from you only a few years ago. You said it's called Kal Vaishakhi,
Yes,
the
it's very nice though. It's
April
very
showers.
pleasant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very pleasant. But yeah, a lot of wind and lightning and thundering along with rain. Just started around 3:45. It's raging now. So
It's
let's
scary,
see.
but after that it becomes cool, right? I mean, yeah,
Uh,
it's very hot there now.
it is. Yesterday was super hot, actually. I mean, it gets even hotter later on, I mean, later months, but after the nice cool weather, it was super hot yesterday. So no wonder it's raining today.
Mm.
Yeah. So let's read Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat. We are reading from the Antya Khanda of Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat. This is chapter 10 of the Antya Khanda, or chapter 9, sorry. So before this, we read about the glories of Nityananda Prabhu, then Gadadhar Pandit. Now we are reading about the glories of Advaita Acharya. We are almost towards the end of Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat. After this, we will read about Pundarik Vidyanidhi, and that's the end of, uh, the Antya Khanda. And then we can see either we'll begin this again or we can read Chaitanya Mangal. We'll see. So this is chapter 9 of Antya Khanda, description of Lord Advaita's glories. Glory, glory to Sri Krishna Chaitanya, the beloved of Goddess Lakshmi. Glory to Lord Chaitanya, who is dear to all the Vaishnavas. Glory, glory to the merciful King of Vaikuntha. O Lord, please place your glance of mercy on the conditioned souls. In this way, the Supreme Personality of Godhead joyfully performed kirtan with the devotees. The circle of Vaishnavas knew the foods Lord Chaitanya liked since his childhood. So we read that Advaita Acharya, along with the other devotees of Navadvip, has now arrived in Jagannath Puri in the previous chapter. So, in this way, the Supreme Personality of Godhead joyfully performed Kirtan with the devotees. The circle of Vaishnavas knew the foods Lord Chaitanya liked since his childhood. They're coming from Navadvip, so they are aware of what he liked since his childhood. With great love, they brought these foods for him. With great love, they cooked these foods and invited the Lord to take his meal. On the day the devotees invited him, the Lord would come and very happily eat. Vaishnava's wives were all Amsha expansions of Goddess Lakshmi. What were all the wonderful foods they cooked? I do not know. Every mouth was always filled with Lord Krishna's holy names, and every eye was always flooded with tears. The Vaishnavis in Dvip knew what were Lord Chaitanya's favorite foods. The Vaishnavis in Navadvip knew what were Lord Chaitanya's favorite foods. With great love, they cooked these foods, and with great love, Lord Chaitanya ate them. One day, noble hearted lion like Advaita Acharya said to Lord Chaitanya, "Today, please accept your meal at my home. Lord, with my own hand, I will cook for you. Please accept a meal from my hand." Lord Chaitanya said, "Anyone who eats the food you cook will attain Lord Krishna. He will attain pure devotion to Lord Krishna. Acharya, your cooking is my very life. What you cook, Lord Krishna eats. I am very inclined to accept a meal you have personally cooked." How did Advaita Acharya float in bliss when he heard Lord Chaitanya's words? I do not know. Happily returning home, Lord Advaita prepared Lord Chaitanya's meal. Advaitas, so they were there for 4 months, right? Remember back then when they traveled, they walked all the way from Bengal to Orissa. And whenever there were rivers, they would take boats. So it's not like you go to Puri nowadays, right? Stay there for one night and then come back. They stayed there for 4 months. So obviously they had some residents there while they stayed there. You cannot expect that you will get, food in the restaurants or something. So when they went there, they would get some accommodation and they would cook. So Advaita's devoted wife, who was and also it is said Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu arranged for all their accommodations through the devotees that were in Jagannath Puri. Advaita's devoted wife, who was an Amsha expansion of Goddess Lakshmi, born in this world, happily helped cook. So Advaita Acharya himself is an expert cook and his wife also. So together they were cooking. She was assisting. From West Bengal, they had brought many of Lord Chaitanya's favorite foods. Some sabjis which probably grow only in Navadvip, like that, which Mahaprabhu liked. So after bringing them, now they're cooking. From West Bengal, they had brought many of Lord Chaitanya's favorite foods. When Lord Advaita sat down to cook, Lord Chaitanya entered his heart. Advaita's devoted wife was an expert cook. According to the desire in her heart, she cooked, because the Lord entered their hearts. And as per the Lord desired, she cooked. Thinking shak is the Lord's favorite, she prepared many kinds of shak, 10 different ways. That means many kinds of shak, and each shak in 10 different ways. Like she was really uh, relishing her cooking, not eating but cooking. Devotees, they are very satisfied when they get an opportunity to render devotional service. Something which you can relate to is maybe garlands. So if you got so many nice flowers, colored flowers, and you can, if you are able to make nice garlands for Krishna for the festival, and you know you can really like make the garlands to your heart's contentment, right? Nicely in, opulent garlands you can make like that. So she was cooking for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally. He was going to come home to take prasadam. So she was so happy. She cooked so many varieties of shak, greens or leafy vegetables, greens. She cooked so many varieties, and each variety she cooked in 10 different ways. One is fried, and one is with, with some buddy or something, and one is with some, like that, with, some sour, like that, various different ways. 10 different ways each shak she prepared. Why? Thinking that Lord Chaitanya's favorite is shak. Advaita Acharya cooked and his wife helped. They both floated in an ocean of bliss. It's not that after you prepare, when the Lord eats, then you will experience bliss. Even while you're rendering devotional service, you're already in bliss. What comes in the end, that's the bonus actually. You're already in bliss. Simply rendering devotional service is such a great uh, honor, and it is such a joy. It is such a joy to be able to render devotional service to the Lord. Any type of devotional service is devotional service, whether it be cleaning, whether it be cooking, or making garlands, or distributing books, right? Any devotional service. It's so joyful when you're actually performing it. So Advaita Acharya cooked and his wife helped. They both floated in an ocean of bliss. Advaita said, please listen, O mother of Krishnadas. So this is a system in traditional, in the Vedic society. Husband does not call his wife by her name. Rather, he addresses her as the mother of their son or daughter, right? So I saw that even, and after some time, actually, they don't even say mother of, because that becomes long. So they just call the wife by the name of the child. I have seen that with my father in law. So my father in law would call my mother in law by his daughter's name. I wondered how this happened, and then my husband explained, because earlier he would say mother of, like daughter's name is Sharada. So he would call mother of Sharada, and after some time it just became Sharada. So he's calling his wife by the daughter's name. So here Advaita Acharya is addressing his wife by their son's name, Krishnadas. O mother of Krishnadas, not O Sita Thagurani, or not O Sita, but O mother of Krishnadas. So Advaita said, please listen, O mother of Krishnadas, I will tell you what is in my heart. Whatever I cook, Lord Chaitanya will accept. Of course, when you cook with such love, Mahaprabhu will accept. And Advaita Acharya had that confidence. I will tell you what is in my heart. Whatever I cook, Lord Chaitanya will accept. But here comes that means what I cook, only Mahaprabhu should eat. I'm cooking this for Mahaprabhu, and I'm preparing it so carefully, each item, and I'm meditating how Mahaprabhu, like if you make sabji, so this much quantity, Mahaprabhu will eat. And if you are cooking for one person so many varieties, you don't cook in big quantities, right? So and he wants all that is for Mahaprabhu. So he wants Mahaprabhu to eat all that, whatever he's cooking. That's his thing. So whatever I cook, Lord Chaitanya will accept. Only Lord Chaitanya will accept. If he brings many sannyasi companions, then it's not I, he. So if he brings many sannyasi companions, then he will not be able to eat anything. This I know. Because all the guests will be eating everything. What will Mahaprabhu eat? So I want Mahaprabhu to eat. But generally, whenever Mahaprabhu comes, he's a sannyasi. So he comes with other sannyasi companions, at least 10 or 20. So if they come, then he will not be able to eat anything. This I know. the Lord will bring all his sannyasi friends to take this meal, knowing that, see, this is also the, the big heart of Mahaprabhu. What did Mahaprabhu say to Advaita Acharya? When Advaita Acharya invited him for a meal, what did Mahaprabhu say? Mahaprabhu said, whatever you cook, Krishna will eat. Anyone who eats what you cook, he will get Krishna Prema. And Mahaprabhu wants everyone to get Krishna Prema. He is Namo Mahavadanyaya, the most munificent avatar. And what is his gift? Krishna Prema Pradayate. He's giving love of Krishna. He's so liberal and he wants to give love of Krishna. Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratviche Namah. This is about Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So now when he knows Advaita Acharya is cooking and he is throwing a feast, and anyone who partakes of this prasadam, he'll get love of Godhead. He will bring, right? All the sannyasis and all his friends, come, as many as possible, come and eat this because you'll get love of Godhead. So Advaita Acharya also is a, confidential devotee. So he knows the heart of Mahaprabhu. So he's thinking, the Lord will bring all his sannyasi friends to take this meal. The Lord will happily invite them to this meal. In his heart, Lord Advaita thought, now I'm cooking. Soon the Lord will come. Then I will offer food to the Lord. Then all my desires will be fulfilled. Thinking in this way in his heart, Lord Advaita cooked. Meanwhile, Lord Chaitanya chanted his fixed number of holy names. Mahaprabhu also chanted a fixed number of holy names, counting on beads. Mahaprabhu also chanted. Lord Chaitanya chanted his fixed number of holy names. Then in his heart he decided to perform his midday duties. What are midday duties? The sannyasis, they go take bath before noon or at noon. They take bath and they chant their noon mantra, sannyas mantra. Like we chant Gayatri mantra, they chant sannyas mantra. Midday, and after that they take prasad. So Lord Chaitanya chanted his fixed number of holy names. Then in his heart he decided to perform his midday duties. At midday all the sannyasis came to take their meal with the Lord. At that moment, by Lord Advaita's will, the demigod Indra sent a sudden rainstorm. What a coincidence. There's a rainstorm outside and we are reading the pastime of rainstorm here. At that time, at that moment, just when the sannyasis were, so they received at midday, all the sannyasis came to take their meal with the Lord. So this was their daily uh, schedule, routine. At midday, they would all come to Mahaprabhu and they would sit with Mahaprabhu and they would take their meal. So they would be in their particular residences wherever they are. And all sannyasis have midday duties. They all have to take bath and chant their mantra. And after all that, now they would come Mahaprabhu to take their meal. When they were just about to leave their homes to come to Mahaprabhu, this is what happened. After they finished their midday duties and they were about to go to Mahaprabhu to take their meal, at that moment, by Lord Advaita's will, the demigod Indra sent a sudden rainstorm. In the four directions, a hailstorm made a great tumult. There were impossible winds. The rains had no end. Every direction was covered with blinding darkness. This was at midday. Every direction was covered with blinding darkness. No one had the power to leave his house and walk on the streets. In this way, the great storm fell. No one had the power to stay peaceful. No one knew from where such a storm had come. But where Advaita was cooking in his home around that area, where Advaita was cooking, only very little rain fell. It's not like people cannot walk, just a slight drizzle. None of the sannyasis came to take their meal with Lord Chaitanya. They couldn't leave their homes because of this storm. But the path between Mahaprabhu's residence and Advaita Acharya's residence, it was clear, very little, slight shower, very slight drizzle. You could easily walk through it. None of the sannyasis came to take their meal with Lord Chaitanya. No one could go anywhere. Meanwhile, Lion-like Lord Advaita finished cooking. He set out all the preparations of rice and vegetables. He laid them all out. Huh? He set out many preparations made with ghee, yogurt, milk, condensed milk, and butter. He set out pishtakas, sandeshas, kadalakas, and many kinds of sweets made with sugar. Over everything he placed tulsi manjaris. He sat down. In meditation, he brought Lord Chaitanya there. So he sat and he brought Mahaprabhu in meditation. As Advaita meditated in his heart, Lord Chaitanya actually physically came. He was supposed to come for prasad, right? So after he said everything out, he sat down meditating on Mahaprabhu and inviting him to come. So he brought Mahaprabhu. And when he meditated on Mahaprabhu, Mahaprabhu actually came there for lunch from his home. He arrived there. As Advaita meditated in his heart, Lord Chaitanya came. By Lord Advaita's desire, Lord Chaitanya in truth came there. Not that through meditation he came. He came in truth. Chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Lord Chaitanya lovingly came before Lord Advaita. With great respect, Advaita bowed down before Lord Chaitanya's lotus feet. He offered a seat. Lord Chaitanya sat. Lord Chaitanya had come alone, without any companions. Seeing this, Advaita became wild with joy. Accompanied by his wife, he happily served Lord Chaitanya. He washed the Lord's feet. He anointed the Lord with sandal paste. He fanned him. To his heart's content, he served Mahaprabhu nicely. Lord Chaitanya sat down and happily ate. Advaita served him, like we saw in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Seconds, he would keep filling up. As Mahaprabhu would eat, half of the bowl is finished and he would come and fill up. Advaita happily placed many uh, vegetable preparations before the Lord. Tasting the nectar of ecstatic love, Lord Chaitanya accepted them. Lord Chaitanya ate the vegetables. Of each preparation, he left a small part uneaten, right? Remnants. Smiling, Advaita said to Lord Chaitanya, "Why did you leave part of the vegetables uneaten? Please let me know that. Please let me know the reason." So the rest we'll read tomorrow. But Advaita Acharya is asking, why did you leave some remnants? Why you didn't finish it? So that we will see tomorrow. Time
So,
for
Mataji, be prepared, make nice food because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu might come to your house too.
He lives here.
Yes, so it's easy for him to come. So other people, other gods, demigods will not come. Only he will come. So be prepared because it's raining.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.